Hi there, Year 6, and welcome to day 2 of our writing. It's Tuesday the 2nd of March. Can you believe it? Already March. And today we're going to be editing and improving our writing, assessing the effectiveness of what we've written in our scripts and trying to make sure that we've really achieved that impact on our reader. So I'm going to share my screen with you and let's have a little look at what we're going to focus on today with our editing and improving. So using the toolbox that you had yesterday and that we talked through, where we looked at that impact on your reader, thinking about making sure you've informed them about why they need to help, that you've motivated them to want to help, that you've dealt with any doubts or concerns they might have had, and also finally, and probably perhaps most importantly, you've told them what they can do, how they need to help. Let's think about how we're going to use that, and we can think about some specific questions you can focus on when you read through your writing today. So firstly, have you spoken directly to your audience to persuade them? If someone speaks to you directly, it's far more effective at persuading them. Using the you can help. What can you do for your country? You can help fight on the home front. Also using those rhetorical questions. As I said, it makes you sit up and think as a reader. Oh yes, that does apply to me. Have you run out of your clothing coupons? That was one of the ones we used yesterday, one of our rhetorical questions. Thinking, oh yes, that does apply. Using those modal verbs as well. How could you help? Sort of starts to help to persuade your audience that, that they're able to do something. Have you given guidance about what you want people to do? As I said, of those 4 things, those 4 impacts on the reader, telling people how they can help and what they can do is perhaps one of the most important things. Have you used a suitable tone and language for your audience so that they feel that they are part of this war effort? Remember, we spoke about this a lot yesterday when we talked about this idea of how you can fight on the home front, using that military language to start to make people feel that they are part of this fight, they are part of this war, and how important their role on the home front was. Once you've read through and thought about those 3 questions, and also checked your writing against your toolbox too, your writer's toolbox from yesterday, thinking, have you achieved that impact on your reader? Then I think you can have a little look at assessing, you can think about checking your spellings against the word bank as well, checking those words and phrases bank that you had from yesterday too, or any of the words that you've used or you've taken from your research as well, all of that key vocabulary that you might have used. Have you spelt vegetables correctly, for example? It's one of our year 6 spelling words, if you're talking about dig for victory or the rationing. Have you spelt clothing right or clothes right rather than cloths? Check those, okay? You'd be surprised at how many people make a silly mistake like that and that carries on through their whole work. So here again, we've got that writer's toolbox for you to look at and also your word and phrases bank to use too. So all of the resources that you need for editing and improving your work today and assessing its effectiveness, that means has it achieved its impact, are all here on the PowerPoint for you to use. And hopefully you can read through your script and feel really proud of how you've managed to incorporate the research that you've done on these different campaigns into a really effective and persuasive piece of writing that would make somebody, if you read it to somebody, would make them want to do that to help with the war effort. Okay, and I will speak to you tomorrow when we'll start to look at our World Book Day activities. I'm really excited to share those with you. And do remember to share your edited pieces of work with us at the Year 6 email address so that we can give you some feedback and celebrate all the fantastic learning that you're doing. All right, I'll speak to you tomorrow. Bye.